Hello everyone, I am Shantani. Welcome to my class. Welcome to another video of Let's Learn Geography channel. In this video, I am going to continue the second part of continental drift theory, and main focus would be the evidences that supported the continental drift theory. And before going to discuss about, I would like to inform you that if you have not watched my previous video that is based on the continental drift theory, go and watch this video. It will helpful for you, and it will help to understand the evidences that supported the continental drift theory. So let's start. Before going to discuss about the evidences, I am just recapping the concept of continental drift theory. Basically, continental drift theory was published in 1912. That was given by Alfred Wegener. It was the most comprehensive theory. And before Alfred Wegener, there are several scholars and scientists who have wondered about the shape of the South America and South Africa. And first, who have talked about the position of continent and ocean, that was a Dutch mapmaker named Abraham Ortelis. And after that, Francis Bacon, Antonio Snyder have given the concept of continental drift theory, and F.B. Taylor who have given the concept of drifting theory of continent. But most comprehensive one was Alfred Wegener, a continental drift theory. And Wegener stated that there are supercontinents where all continents are together in the past form supercontinent called Pangaea, and the water around or ocean around the Pangaea called Panthalassia. In Mesozoic era, the Pangaea started to break off, and due to break off, the Pangaea split it into two parts. One is Laurasia, another is Gondwana. And Mesozoic era, Pangaea started to broke up, and they split into two parts, Laurasia and Gondwana. If you imagine the present world map, we can able to understand the Laurasia. The continent that Laurasia consisted of was the North America, Europe, Russia, some part of Asia, and excluding India, because India was under the Gondwana land, and Gondwana land was consisted of the Africa, South America, India, Australia, Antarctica, etc. And after that, after the several millions of years and geological time passed away, and our present condition stated. Now the evidences that scientists put forward are the Alfred Wegener stated that the evidences that support the theory, that was a jigsaw fit. We all know the world map, present situation of world map. If you see this picture, this is South America and this is Africa. If Africa and South America comes together, they perfectly fit each other. And according to Wegener, the western part of Africa and eastern part of South America are fitted together, and both coasts are similar in geographically, because that's why this shape is called the jigsaw fit. Next one is similarity of the physical features. This portion, if you imagine the world map, the portion of Greenland and the east coast of North America and the west coast of Europe, they are, if come together, they fit perfectly. The Caledonian Mountain and the Hercynian Mountain in Europe and Alpesian Mountain in USA seems to be the one continent in past. This is the Alpesian Mountain, and the Caledonian is here and Hercynian is here. This mountain seem to be one continent in the past. And the other side, Greenland and the Baffin Island fits together. This portion. These portions seems to be one continent in the past. So these features support the theory. Next one is distribution of the plants or animal. There are similarities of plants or animal found in the past history. According to Wagner, unification of the landmass helps to animal travel from one region to another. If you see this picture, they all are part of Gondwana land. Okay, they are part of Gondwana land. South America, Africa, India, Antarctica, Australia, all are consisted of one landmass, that is Gondwana land. And when the continent are unified form, or they were together in one supercontinent, that is called Pangea, that time the animal and plants helped and moved from the one continent to another continent. That's why the fossils that helps to understand that might be they were together in the past, because the Crinosaurus, the Triassic land reptile found in the South America and Africa. This is South America and South Africa. This portion, the fossils that can be found, that the Crinothus. Next one is Lithosaurus. That is also the Triassic reptile that found in the India, Africa and Antarctica. That is that is Lithosaurus, the India, Africa and Antarctica. Next one is the Mesosaurus, that can be found in the South America and South Africa. Glossopoteris is the one and only plant fossil that found in the South America, Africa, India, Antarctica and Australia. These plant fossils has found in the all continent. And lemurs are found in India, Madagascar and Africa. These plants or animals prove that the continents were together in the past. Next one is contemporary stratigraphy. There is a mark that similar rocks found in the South America, Africa, similar sequence of Alpecian Mountain, Caledonian Mountain in North America and Europe respectively. The rocks that found in the South America and South Africa were similar, as well as the similar sequences of Alpecian Mountain, Caledonian Mountain in North America and Europe were similar respectively. The ice match, next point, is the evidence of the Carboniferous glaciations. Brazil, India, Australia, Antarctica was one landmass. On the other hand, glacier stratification showed that radiated outwards from the glacier center over the south pole of Africa is towards the Atlantic Oceans, and from the Atlantic Ocean onto South America. Therefore, continent must be joined so that the ice move across the single landmass Pangea. The glacier evidences support the polar wandering. And these are all about that. I am just recapping the evidences. First one is the jigsaw fit that the South American South African coast are, if come together, they fit perfectly, and the similar physical features that found in the Caledonian Hercynian Mountain in the Europe and the Alpecian Mountain in the America seems to be one continent. Greenland and Baffin Island fit in as well. Another is the most important evidence, that is the distributions of fossils and plants. The plant that only found in the all continent, that is Glossopoteris. There are also the Crinosaurus, Lithosaurus, Mesosaurus and lemur that found in the different continent in the different geological past that supported the continental drift theory. And last one is the contemporary stratigraphy and the ice match. Both helps to understand the continental drift theory. Thank you for watching. That is all about the evidences. I hope these two lecture helps you to understand about the continental drift theory. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel and share your friends that it will help you to understand the continental drift theory. Thank you so much. Be positive, be kind, and stay tuned. Thank you.